Chapter 64. You are really annoying. Valgrind frowned as she fired one of her attacks. She was standing on one of the largest planets on this universe. Don't say that, just when I finally found a beauty to fight. The man had the appearance of someone in his mid-20s, long black hair with the end being red in shade. He dodged the attack and fired one of his own. Let's keep this going. Valgrind flew high in the sky, then watched as the ground lit up, a large magic circle reaching more than a kilometer wide. Valgrind's enemy watched in confusion before trying to escape the circle. Scorch circle. A large flaming pillar raised up in the sky, with the man being burned inside. Ah, that's hot. Super hot. You're really hot. The man laughed as he casted dark raw energy from his palm, then the flames just disappeared. The man looked towards Valgrind, then noticed she wasn't there anymore. He began looking for her and yet could not sense where she was. Sorry to say, I'm in a relationship and you are not my type. A sword slash was felt, his left arm was cut off by Valgrind. She planned to continue and slice his body in half, but he blocked the sword with his hand and the sword crumbled into nothing. Don't worry, Apophis, do not mind if you're already tainted. I'll still welcome you with open arms. He said with a cocky grin plastered on his face. He placed his right hand to his severed one and the arm grew back as if nothing happened. Now come my love. He outstretched his hand in an inviting gesture. He received another attack from Valgrind. Several hundred scorch blasts came towards him. Not only that, she was crashing towards him with a new sword that she created. Apophis flew around the world as he dodged and blocks the attacks coming towards him. Each of Valgrind's slashes were enough to destroy mountains and clear through a part of the sea. Apophis turned as he continues to fly away. He looked towards the still hundreds of balls of flames that if he came into contact would surely burn him. He placed his hands together, then the black raw energy that swirls in his hand turned into small ones, the same size as a grape. Dismantle. Each of the small energy balls, every time they hit a scorch blast quickly disappears, then they would aim at another flame. Valgrind seeing this was very intrigued and cautious on what Apophis can do, and how does it work. She created several spear-like weapons this time, then threw them with all her strength towards Apophis while adding some of her scorch magic on it. Apophis noticed the glint of the first spear, yet wasn't fast enough to see it coming towards him. It pierced through his stomach leaving a large hole, then more followed destroying his body. You have some weird magic, it only seems to work with your hands, but aside from that you are not even on my level. Valgrind dropped to the ground, looking at Apophis that was only half a head connected to a fraction of his chest. That was all that remained of him. Yet you dare ask me something so vulgar. Her expression contorted in disgust. Ah, even angry, you still look hot. With his barely functioning mouth, he commented. You are insane. Sure I am, if I wasn't I would have been dead by now. Then his body began to fall. It was as if the ground he was laying on was melting to his touch. Did you know the opposite of order? It's chaos. Then black miasma started to spread around the area, melting the ground and making it disappear. And chaos is all about returning everything to nothing. Valgrind sensed a spear coming towards her from the side. She caught it and threw it towards the person that tried to attack her. I could sense that, she said looking towards the thrower, who received the returned attack. She also fired a large scorch pillar for good measure. Gak. The spear planted on his shoulder. He heaved through the pain. Well, I did manage to let bro Apophis escape. The brown-haired man laughed and closed his eyes as he was about to lose his life from the incoming flames. Then a portal opened near him. There. The person with the appearance of Mordred named Toru grabbed him as they dodged the attack by a hair's breadth. Why are you here? The brown-haired man asked as he stood up. Then he saw another person walking out of the portal. A hooded person, any clue of their real appearance hidden by their clothes. In their arms was a bloodied blonde-haired Orochi, barely alive. Trying to escape from that, Toru pointed as he took out a katana with a black blade. He traded blows with the enemy again, trying to recover Orochi lightning from their grasp. Noticing his intent, the hooded person finished him off and burned his remains. Ahhgg. Orochi Earth shouted as he felt the pain of his other self die. Valgrind noticed that Apophis was gone, and yet the dark miasma was still ongoing, spreading everywhere and swallowing all. She tried burning it, and while it did manage to shrink, the amount needed to burn everything is not worth the trouble. That is why she just decided to abandon the planet. Its inhabitants have long died from the heat of the battle, the tremors and getting caught on the crossfire of scorch blasts and slashes. Soon the dark miasma swallowed the entire planet and everything disappeared, giving credibility to what Apophis said about returning everything to nothing. Now where is that asshole? Right here, love. Valgrind turned and saw Apophis in his serpent form, a large golden snake that is miles in length. He opened his large mouth and the same dark energy that destroyed the world could be felt. If you won't accept me, then I have no choice but to kill you. He fired a large beam of said energy. Chaos annihilation. Something like that is weak. Valgrind pointed both hands towards Apophis. Cataclysmic burning breath. A large amount of flames was fired. It was a large burning breath boosted by Valgrind's ultimate skill. It has the potential of actually destroying a universe if she was not careful and the attack spreads. The two energy clash. Apophis consumes Valgrind's flames, and she burns his dark energy. As the two energy continues to clash, everything and literal everything was getting destroyed in the process. The planets, stars, galaxies, slowly but surely everything in this universe was coming to an end. Eventually Valgrind's flames gained the upper hand and the flames reached Apophis, and yet he disappeared from his place. He escaped. She clicked her tongue, before leaving annoyed. It was just getting to the good part. Apophis complained to the person who dragged him to the portal. It was the man who assumed the form of Mordred. After his battle he came to get Apophis after Orochi of Earth informed them of Valgrind. You would have died, idiot, he sneered at the annoying snake, as he returned to his human form, some part of him having burnt scars. Well, Apophis turned a side eye, not denying. By the way, Tilda, is that a new one? Never seen that form before, Toru. Changing the subject, he looked at the man's new form. Toru rolled his eyes. I don't have to answer to you, let's go. Right, to be continued.